So we're going to tell another story today. This one, I need you to imagine this, okay? Imagine you were to pull off the greatest illusion, the greatest magic act, the greatest, and tell the greatest story with the greatest build up to the greatest grand finale ever. So how would you pull this off? How would you do this? Well, you would have to set this up in a way that there is multiple explanations, theories, and reasons for how we got here and what's going on here. So, for an example, you'd have to have that God theory. You would have to have the Big Bang theory. You would have to have a simulation. You would have to have all these other things. And you would also have to make it where there's enough evidence to support the theory and also an equal amount of evidence to disprove the theory. So you're lost at that point in it. You're sucked into it. And normally, when you get sucked into one and you come out of it, you turn to the other. An example for me with Christianity and then becoming an atheist and going into the scientifically minded approach to reality. And you go further down these, and all of them grab you and pull you. So, that for an example. And then imagine that you would have to set this up to where it was not obvious, like it wasn't super obvious. You left enough holes in it to see through it, but you really had to go looking for those holes to see through it. You had to wake up to see through it. So you would have to have, you couldn't start at the very beginning of this because then, for multiple reasons, it would be obvious. There wouldn't be enough backstories or history, and because it probably would mentally mess with you because you probably become paranoid. So what you would have to do is you would have to make this seem solid and concrete with history to back it up. You would have to have history to back this up so it seems solid. Even though the history doesn't make any sense, the explanations doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter because it's like that for a reason, so you can eventually see through it. So let's just imagine that's the case, and then you also to put the cherry on top of this, you're a speck flying on a planet flying through space in a solar system in a galaxy, and there's trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of other galaxies. You're in an ever expanding infinite universe. It's a giant mystery. And you're a human being. There is nothing too special about you. You're just a step up from a monkey. There's all these. You see that here's all these other humans. There's nothing special. I mean, you're a human, and there's probably civilizations out here far more advanced than us because the universe is billions of years old. The Earth's only been here. I mean, you can debate on that however long you want. How long life has been here doesn't matter, and so the probability of there not being more advanced civilizations out there far beyond us is mathematically impossible, pretty much very improbable at the very least. And so then you have yourself an illusion set in place. And how do you fully keep this pulled off? Well, you put yourself under a spell, you might as well say. Come here to have an experience, and through that experience, it builds up things in your mind. You start getting attached to ideas and beliefs. You start picking up what the world is telling you. You start believing this. And then you're so deep into it at this point that when you do start waking up, you doubt it. Doubt it, doubt it, doubt it. So it keeps you in the illusion longer so you can work through things. So eventually, when you've worked through everything and you have fully saw through the illusion, you will fully understand what I've been trying to tell you this whole time. I still don't think you fully comprehend or understand, or you don't want to accept and admit what I'm really telling you. What I'm really telling you here. So, again, how would you, it would be pulled off beautifully. That would be how to pull off the perfect illusion. So I want you to put two and two together and realize you don't have to imagine this illusion. This is the illusion. And then you can get to this point where you fully understand and realize and appreciate and are grateful and understand why everything had to play out the way it played out. Every single bit of it. Every single bit of it. And then the system, which is, don't worry about the system, it's taking care of itself. But then you'll understand why the system was here and why it pushed you so far. What happens when you push something long enough? The system is here for a reason. Everything is here for a reason. There are no mistakes. So, abracadabra. The greatest illusion ever. It's a game of formula play of life. I am you talking to you. I've always been you talking to you. I'll always be you talking to you, because all there is you telling yourself stories about yourself. We're storytellers. So, I love you. I love you dearly and deeply. You are about to wake up.